All right. Hey, good afternoon, YouTube. I hope you're all doing well. It is October 1st, and we're going to be having a solar eclipse, new moon in Libra tomorrow. I am going to try and go live this Friday. I was going to go live today, but I can't. I'm very busy. If you're a Patreon member, you know why. But let's get right to it, okay? Because we have this annular solar eclipse and a new moon in Libra on Wednesday, October 2nd. The new moon happens at about 2:49 p.m. And I believe the eclipse happens at 8:42 a.m. There's a typo in my newsletter, and I apologize. I put p.m., but I do believe it's a.m. And the map below here that I got from Google shows where it will be most visible, that path there going through Mexico and the United States. So nobody on the West Coast is going to see it, but Middle America, Mexico, areas like that will be able to see it. And I want you all to think back to Saturday, October 14th, 2023. And that was the last time we had a solar eclipse in Libra. And how was your life? How has your life changed since then? What lessons have you learned? This eclipse comes full circle, releasing the old karmic baggage. I can't talk today. Releasing that old karmic baggage and things that do not serve us anymore. Now, this new moon will be in the diplomatic sign of Libra. Now, this is for a personal level. It will be all about the balance and harmony. It'll be about peace, laws, justice, marriage, love or love affairs of the heart, contracts, and stronger partnerships within your own personal life. The world at large takes on a much more violent energy because the dragon's tail is sitting in Libra right now. Libra is technically peace and harmony, but when it's on its tail, it's the complete opposite, as you can see what's going on right now in the Middle East. This can also represent beginnings, fresh starts, creating a balance between our business and personal affairs, and justice being served to those who deserve it. Like I said earlier, the universal dragon has been in a Libra axis since about July 17th, 2023, making some of these energies for the world at large quite the opposite. We have wars in Ukraine, Palestine, Lebanon, Russia, and Israel. It's the complete opposite of what it should be. These energies take on quite the opposite effect when they are in their axis tails. If that makes any sense. And like I said, Libra is peaceful. It's diplomatic, and compared to her brother Mars, was very warlike and combative. But when it is on its tail, it becomes unbalanced, ungrounded, misunderstood, and what was once law and order really does become chaos, disorder, war, and war crimes, injustice, and lack of peacefulness. It signifies war, and we have a dragon's head in Aries, and so of course that will tail will signify it as well. But dragon's head doesn't always mean good things are ahead. It signifies war, and it's best to focus on the personal energy more than the global one. You can understand that. A lot of people I've talked to just this morning are having like issues, and I said, turn off the news. That's your first step. Go out and breathe some fresh air. Just don't. It's bad, and it's not going to get any better. I warn people the month of October will be a very bad for the world at large and prove to be a deadly month for many. Shocking surprises in the month of October, including an October surprise in the realm of politics, always happens in October, but it's going to bring shocking events. Donald Trump, Benjamin Netanyahu will both be operating on a very negative month ahead, with both of them born with a hidden dragon's tail in Libra. Things will come full circle for them, negative and positive. So keep your eyes on those two in the news. I would throw in Benjamin Netanyahu as well, or not Benjamin Netanyahu, Vladimir Putin as well. Three men with three different signs, but the stars will have impact on them. My Patreons have all the juicy details on what could happen. The solar eclipse in Libra is usually gentle, it's diplomatic and graceful. Most Libras have had it very hard these past 18 months. And this eclipse, like I said, full circle, it's, where am I here? I lost my place, so hold on here. It doesn't help a cat sitting in front of me. You are now stronger and wiser and self-confident. I'm talking about the Libras. All Libras will see progressive changes with opportunities, higher spiritual knowledge, and new beginnings. The energies that will prevail are going to be all about the outward expression, the soul's purpose in life, and what you want to achieve in this next life cycle. Souls born with a strong Libra Venus energy will feel this eclipse the most. All cardinal signs, Libra, Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, and souls born with the Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Dragon's Head or Tail, or hidden in Libra will feel this energy significantly. Eclipse energy can make many of us a bit indecisive, scattered, ungrounded. Just stay focused and get into nature and breathe some fresh air. Libra Venus loves shiny things as well. So treat yourself to something sparkly and pretty. It doesn't have to be really expensive, but it'll give you a little lift. And that goes for everybody, not just the Libras. Stay grounded and enjoy the good vibes all around on a personal level. Like I said, ... turn off that TV, because that's where the fear we feed into the fear then. Just turn it off for a few days. Things are bad. We know this. We're in war times. I also would like to add that this solar eclipse new moon Libra dragon tail is going to sit on the United States' fourth house of security, family, housing, hospitality, restaurants, real estate, and women. This means that things like overturning a Roe versus Wade, the banning on the IVFs, the abortion issue, the reproductive rights affect our general security in a lot of ways. People are having their rents raised at an astronomical, rate due to this greed. So we've got price gouging in the housing market. I didn't add this into my newsletter, but I'm going to say it here. We're getting ready to go into a housing crisis of some sort. A lot of foreclosures. There's a lot of homelessness. And just yesterday, or no, this was last week, not yesterday, I was watching the news and I heard that the state of California got $24 billion last year in 2023, or was it 2022? It was one of those 2 years to help combat their homeless issue. Well, taxes came around and that money just disappeared. They don't know what happened to it. Now, in 2019, the homeless rate was at 37% in the state of California. And now it's up to 57% of its residents are homeless or living with a relative in a garage or a car or something like that. So don't tell me there's corruption on only one side. There's corruption on both sides. Anyway, moving on. And the price of eating the price of eating out has risen so much, you might as well just eat at home. Even fast food, which I don't recommend, is like insanely priced. Now, this dragon tail has affected the general security of many Americans, and this longshoreman strike isn't going to help matters in any sense of the way. This is affecting our security, our comfort zone. And that rules the housing market as well, and eating out, restaurants, even hotels. It's insane. I went to Las Vegas a couple of weeks ago, and all the hotels on the strip, even the crappy ones, were like $400. I ended up staying in old Las Vegas for 200, and it was actually a very nice hotel, but even hospitality, the prices are insane, just so you know. But the general security is going to be affected here, especially for the Americans. Now, let's hope a new day is ahead, filled with logic, reason, and less fear mongering and religious poisoning. But it is going to be a different eclipse than the one we had back in October of 2023. Number one, it wasn't an election year. The dragon tail in Libra was just getting started as well, and filled with intensities of war, violence, genocide, injustices, war crimes, crimes against humanity, and I'm not talking the card game. Fighting, divorces, breakups, and even court justices falling from grace. Libra has come full circle now, and with only 3 months remaining in this Aries Libra axis, the torch will now pass over to the Pisces Virgo axis on January 13th, 2025. Now, in my newsletter, I don't say too much about this to the general public, but I will say this. Everything has cause and effect. The next dragon is in Pisces. Think of where the three religions are birthed from: Christianity, Judaism, and Christianity, Judaism, and um, Islam, the Middle East. This is going to create a big war in the Middle East. It rules religion, religious war, religious violence. This is just going to be another big shit show. I don't know how else to say it. And a lot of innocent lives are going to get killed on top of the lives that have already been lost. On to a more happier subject. I'm giving you Libra's forecast since it is Libra season and it is the month of October. And this solar eclipse new moon is going to be very reflective. It's going to be very transformative. And it's all about fresh starts and new beginnings. This energy is right on you, Libra. And this is your first house, soul's purpose, the outer appearance. In life, many changes, stripes, and personal outlooks have changed since the last solar eclipse back in October of 2023. Many Libras have changed both spiritually and physically over the past year, and this dragon tail in Libra is coming to an end as of January 13th, 2025. This is the beginning of something new, exciting, and a positive outlook takes place. New ideas, fresh starts, and opportunities can prevail. The stars shine on you, dear Libra. Be blessed and happy birthday. And that is the end of the forecast. It is short and sweet, and I'm going to be honest. I've said this before, and I'm not going to mince words. I guess I did put it in the free one. The month of October, I said earlier, would be a bad month for the world at large. The three world leaders that will make the most headlines: Donald Trump, Benjamin Netanyahu, who could die by assassination or injury, or at least be injured. It's not something I'm hoping for, but that is a possibility. Let's go back up to Donald Trump for a minute. One of the reasons Donald Trump's assassins have not had any luck taking him out is because anytime you have Jupiter sitting right on you and Jupiter's in Gemini, there becomes this realm of protection. Now, it may not protect him legally, but it's sitting on himself, the soul's purpose. So it will protect him. I'm not saying it's going to happen again. If it does happen again, I guarantee you it'll happen a fourth time. Let's hope it stays at only 2 attempts, because Geminis experience things in 2s, 4s, and 6s. So if there's a third attempt, you can expect a fourth one. Let's hope not. No, even though I don't like him, would never wish that on anybody. Okay. So there's that. If you're wondering why, Jupiter's protecting him. And the other one here is, like I said, Netanyahu could die by assassination, as Yemen, Iran, Syria, and Lebanon all want him dead, as do much of the rest of the world. A lot of people want him dead. If you don't go on TikTok and see what I see. Vladimir Putin could make headlines too in some way. This Libra dragon energy is in a wanting phase, and this eclipse in Libra is in a cleanup mode. It's cleaning up and finishing up what it started last year. Now, unfortunately, starting the war in Palestine, it's not going to clean up. It's going to escalate into a war, and then it's going to go into a Sunni Shiite war next year. This isn't good, but it is what it is. As we move closer to the changing of the guards and the new Dragon and Pisces Virgo axis, we can already see a precursor to what is to come with that flooding in North Carolina? No, yeah, North Carolina. Water. Pisces rules the Middle East. It rules oil, tsunamis, major water events, water, floods, drugs, alcohol, institutions, hospitals, jails, prisons, insanity, depression, suicide. It rules religious issues, so it does rule churches and mosques and things like that. Religion. Pisces also, on a more positive note, rules music, but it rules music promoters, directors, acting, Hollywood. Pisces rules Hollywood. It rules the arts, and it rules actors and actresses and producers and screenwriters and things like that. It rules poetry. And souls like P. Diddy and others are going to get exposed in a dragon's head in Pisces. Just like the dragon's head is in Aries right now, we're getting to see who the true warmongers of this world are. Benjamin Netanyahu, Joe Biden. I can name Joe Biden is always forever be Genocide Joe. Okay. That's one thing about a dragon's head in Aries. You will always see who the true warmongers are. Now we move into the Pisces one, and we get to see the exposure of all of these actors and actresses and music and entertainers that are involved. And others are going to get exposed in this dragon's head in Pisces for their nefarious acts. P. Diddy could mysteriously kill himself, kind of the Jeffrey Epstein syndrome. But that's because he is a man that has a lot of dirt on both Hollywood and the entertainment industry. And I always knew that CPS, Hollywood, and even some of our government and the entertainment industry were pedophiles who abused children. Now, before I go on, I know there was this big Pizzagate thing in 2016, and I always say that with conspiracy theories, there are some that are absolute bullshit. Sandy Hook is one of them. I tried to explain the stars of Adam Lanza 12 years ago to people. No, because of Axel Jones and all these other idiots. It was a false flag. They're here to take our guns. I saw the stars, and I saw that horrible human being took out all those lives. It wasn't a false flag. That's a conspiracy theory that is not true. However, the Pizzagate proved to be not true either. But I always say with conspiracy theories, there's always layers of truth to certain things. Even if it's not the actual incident, there's something going on. And there's been speculation of this for a long, long time, that Hollywood and the entertainment industry abuse children, and I think a lot more is going to come out. I'm busy writing the 2025-2026 Pisces Virgo Dragon forecast for all my Patreons. So if you want all those predictions, which are about 20 to 25, the general public will get a much watered down version with only 3 predictions. For the next Dragon's Energy, you can join Patreon for a simple $5, and you can get all that information. But I will say this, I will leave you with this. Places like Miami, Los Angeles, New Orleans, New York, Japan, Venice, Italy, the eastern and western shorelines of both the United States, east and west, the shorelines will all see sea levels rise between January 13th, 2025 and mid-July 2026. We'll also see tsunamis that'll be very possible with mass flooding. And last, I don't think it's looking too good for King Charles. I think late next year, maybe even earlier than that, maybe by May, he's either going to abdicate the throne or he could die of poor health. That's not something I'm hoping for. I hope this next dragon's energy helps him to heal. Because even though you have the dragon's head in your sixth house, you can see that Charles is living proof that just because the head is right in your health doesn't mean you're going to have good health. And then the rest of it will be for my Patreon. So to all of you out there, I'm wishing you all a very blessed new moon solar eclipse. Bring that Libra Venus energy of balance, harmony, love, and sharing into your own life. The world at large is ugly. The confines of your home and family don't have to be. You make it what you want it to be. Enjoy family. Enjoy this good energy. Get out there. Enjoy your pets, your family, your friends. Don't watch the news. It's my best advice. I will try and get on here again on Friday. I'm working on P. Diddy's stars. I did a brief thing that I shared on TikTok, and I am working on his stars. It's just I've got a couple of other commitments going on, and I have readings to finish. And those who are on Patreon know the end of the month and the first of the month is a lot of material that's thrown at you. So there's a complete download of stuff on Patreon right now if you're a member. And excuse me, losing my voice. The free October energy forecast is up. All you have to do is go to www.patreon.com/astrostrega. My website is up as well. That is astrostrega.com. I just don't know if it's working. I've got to get in there and take a look since my web technician is a college student and busy. I got to do it myself, and I really haven't had time, but I will have the time this week. Blessed new moon, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.